What's up, guys? This is 1HP Tom back at it again. And today we're going to talk about the Nintendo Direct and go over some of the games that were announced and my thoughts on it. Just to start, I just want to say that my expectations were super low. We got some decent stuff. I mean, not all of it was super exciting because for me, Nintendo already announced what they're doing for the holiday, so there was really no need for something grand. But we got good details on a lot of Mario games. Donkey Kong got shafted, but we'll get to that. So let's get into the video and start with Splatoon. First, we got Splatoon 3 Side Order, the DLC Wave 2 that is being added on to Splatoon 3. Overall, it looks great. I like the visuals. How this is even maybe even a better version of what we got in the story mode for the base game anyway. I mean, usually the base game is level based, like, oh, go to this level, do all this stuff with all the weapons, and then move on to the next level. Or collect everything and whatever. But with this, it's kind of reminds me of the Octo expansion. Like, I'm just really pulling that this is the best thing we're gonna get. I like how we can upgrade different abilities individually and try to max out our character stats to make us the best version of the agent that we can be. And I look forward to seeing this game, or this expansion rather, in spring of 2024. Next up, we have Mario vs. Donkey Kong. This is a remake of the classic Game Boy Advance and DS titles, where I've never played these, so I can't really say for sure. But I would say, from the looks of it, Donkey Kong stole a bunch of Mario's toys, and Mario has to retrieve them. So there's a lot of tactics and thinking involved to solve the puzzles, so you can stop Donkey Kong's reign of terror. And the visual style looks so much better than how they did back in the day, so it is a welcomed improvement. But I still wish that Donkey Kong got some type of 2D or 3D standalone game where he gets the main shine. I'm not saying like give me Donkey Kong 64, but I would love to see Dixie, Diddy, Funky, Cranky Kong, and throw me Tiny Kong and Lanky Kong in there too. Why not? Like, give me a whole full-blown 3D remake of Donkey Kong 64 in cooperation with Rare, and call it a day. Because honestly, Donkey Kong, he needs a new game. Tropical Freeze came out like over almost a decade ago. We need it. But this game comes out on February 16th, 2024, so I'll look forward to that. We have Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, and I've never played this game, and like I said, I don't think I'm gonna play it. If you want to support it, go for it, because it does look great. Visually it looks great. It looks like it plays great. It looks like there's a lot of care into this game. So if you want to support it, go and support it, so they know, hey, maybe we should make another one. But as for me, I'm not really about it, and I don't really think I'm gonna ever be interested. I just don't want to be interested for some reason. It's not that I don't want to be, I'm not. So this game does come out on January 18th, 2024. Then we had Horizon Chase 2 by Epic Games, a racing game. Then we had Super Crazy Rhythm Castle by Konami, where it's like you do rhythm-based challenges to defeat bosses and solve puzzles. And you can also play locally or online with your friends, which is cool, but I'm probably not going to play it. Then out of left field, we had a Spy X Family game called Spy X Anya Operation Memories by Bandai Namco, where you play as Anya trying to create a photo album for your class. I did not expect this game to actually be a thing. I'm glad it is. Comes out on all platforms next year, and if you like the anime, I'm sure you'll love the game too, because I mean, I'm planning on picking it up myself. Okay, next up we have Nintendo's holiday title, Super Mario RPG. I never finished this game on the Super Nintendo. I remember bits and pieces of it. I remember Geno, I remember the marshmallow guy. This is great. Can't wait, or Mallow, my bad. Can't put disrespect on Mallow like that. But I like how we're getting another look at this, and they're kind of giving more context on how to play the game. I mean, I just came off of Sea of Stars in prep for this, and I'm going to make a review on that game too. But I like how we have post-game boss rematches where they're super OP. Gives you a reason to keep playing the game, and I like that, where you don't actually have to like replay the whole campaign just to do it. So I look forward to this game. Can't wait. It's not for everybody. Nintendo's been RPG heavy because, as we know, the Switch is on its last legs before the next system comes out, with all these rumors flying around. Then we had another code, Two Memories, where this is a combination of two previously released games, one game that wasn't actually released in North America, about this girl who's traveling to this island to find her father after a note that he left, thinking that he already died, but apparently left a note and he's somewhere still out there. I mean, she can also see dead people. But if this game interests you, go for it. I wasn't really, interested that much, so I'm not going to be picking it up. But it comes out on January 19th, 2024. Then we had more information on the Princess Peach game that's coming out next year called Princess Peach Showtime. We also have a release date of March 22nd, 2024. You're playing as Peach, where you're helping the stage play. It gets taken over, and Peach has to save the day, where she takes on different abilities and plays like a different part in the play to liberate the area. I really like this concept. It kind of reminds me of like Super Mario 3, where it's like it was like always like a stage play with like the currents coming across and everything once you got to the end of the stage. It's pretty cool. I like it. I like the concept, especially for a Peach game. Very kid friendly, I think. And I mean, heck, I'll play it. I'm impressed by it, actually. So, especially because it's not like some like Disney Starlight Valley, or like, oh yeah, you play as Peach and you run around and you just do, I guess, like things that a princess would do. Like, no, like this is an appropriate thing for Peach to be the hero, and promoting Peach in a game like this, especially off of the success of the Mario movie, is smart, because so many people would like this will probably be a very successful game. 10 million copies, maybe? I don't know. We'll have to see. Then we had a new Saga story, which I don't know where it fits in the Saga canon. Like, I wanted to say it was Xenosaga, but then I realized it wasn't. I got disappointed. I guess the premise is okay, but we really don't know that much about it. I will say I do like the overworld, how it's laid out, and the turn order in the combat is awesome, because it reminds me of Dragon Ball Fusions, where you can literally choose moves to make your character like be next up in the turn, so you can just keep spamming attacks and stuff. I know like the enemies could probably screw you over, but this game comes out sometime in 2024, and if you're interested in it, look forward to it. Then we had Tomb Raider 1-3 Remastered starring Lara Croft, where you can actually flip back to the original graphical style, and from the looks of it, she looks like she did back in the games back then, because I mean, people today, hey, that's sexist or whatever, but it's whatever. Like, they're good games. I remember playing the first one. I didn't really know the controls were that bad until I watched somebody else's video talking about this. But yeah, I mean, this is cool. I'll take it. Especially because when you think of like classic video games, you think Tomb Raider, you think Crash Bandicoot, Rayman, Mario, Sonic, all those guys. So February 14th, 2024. We saw more of that Detective Pikachu game, but it still looks like crap, and I got claimed the last time I showed footage, so I'm not going to show footage on it. So yeah, moving on. Then we had our next game. It's called Trombone Champ by Holy Wow Studios. And it's hilarious in the fact that everything sounds super ridiculous, especially when you have 4 players playing it. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I feel like this is a game where you get, and there's more than one way to play it, but you get your enjoyment out of it for maybe like a couple days, and then you say, yeah, moving on. Or you only bust this game out when you want to have people have a good laugh, like you got a couple of drinks in you or something, and then you're like, wow, this is hilarious, or something like that. I'm not going to pick this up, honestly, but for 45 different tracks over different genres, that's hilarious. So if you want to get this game, it's already available. Just go on the eShop and see how much it costs and purchase it. Then we had a game called Battle Crush, where it was like an online battle royale and you have like a team, and the problem is that like the area degrades while you're fighting, so whoever is last standing wins. If you like this MMO type of game, I mean, it looks like an MMO, but there you go. I'm not going to be picking it up, but if you like it, go for it. Then we have this game called War Tales. It kind of looks like Dark Souls in like, I guess, style, even though I've never really played Dark Souls myself. Combat, turn-based, right? Kind of reminds me of Fire Emblem in a way, but I don't know, I'm not really interested in this game. I don't like the look. That's just a personal thing. But if you like it, hey, go try it out. Now we have Contra Operation Galuga. I've played Contra before. I'm not the biggest Contra fan, but I mean, hey, Konami's actually making games. Crazy. Who would have thought? Instead of just pachinko machines. So there we go. And there's multiplayer, so that's great. But besides that, we're gonna be moving on. This next game has an interesting title, and it kind of like, personally for me, kind of was like, that's the dumbest title, and I don't think I really want to play it. But, because I thought this game was like a Fire Emblem game. This game is by Atlas. It's called Unicorn Overlord. It has a nice twist and a nice way of going about like a Fire Emblem-esque like battle system. The art style is cool. I like how you can maneuver around the map like this. I don't think I'm going to pick it up though, because I don't really play games like this. I mean, I haven't really even played Fire Emblem. I like some of the stories of Fire Emblem and the music's phenomenal, but I don't get behind like playing them. I tried Fire Emblem Heroes on mobile, but you gotta have patience for it, you know? Like, I just don't feel like putting the time in. But this game could be great. I just think the name could be different. Maybe that's an integral part of the story. And if you play it, come back and comment on this video and let me know in 5-7 months, whatever. But we're gonna move on from now. Then we got more things about Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. I remember playing this on the 3DS. I 100%ed it. It was fun. I liked the mission style. I didn't really mind it as much as other people did. I mean, I do agree though that I would rather have that open concept of like the first and the third, but I mean 2 was a kind of a breath of fresh air that we even got a second one in the first place. But I mean, we're getting a Switch port of it, and it's going to be in HD, so that's cool. I don't know if anything was different. I believe they kept the multiplayer in here, as far as I know. I feel like multiplayer was the thing that you could do on the 3DS though. But like I said, capitalizing on the success of the Mario movie, let's promote all these Mario series games so we can get more people to buy them. That's pretty much the goal here. This comes out on summer 2024. So I like Luigi's Mansion. I might pick it up, but it's so far off that I'm not gonna worry about it till we get there. Then we got news that Nintendo's making a museum, and it's almost done, and it's gonna be ready in March of 2024. That's cool. Too bad I don't live in Japan and don't have enough money to go to Japan. So if you can go and take pictures and tag me on Twitter or something at 1HPTom or something. I would like to see this. So, it says note filmed with permission. Funny. Then we got a release date for Zelda and Ganondorf for November 3rd of this year. They unlock different paragliders and probably give you other materials as well. Then we also have Noah and Mio coming January 19, 2024. They unlock different outfits for like N and M for the main team, and jacketless outfits as well. I kind of wish like the Xenoblade ones are going to be more relevant for the future, because I don't know why they would make Noah and Mio as a amiibo, but that's just my hope and dream. Whether or not it happens, we'll have to wait and see. But hopefully Monolith has a good idea. But then we also are getting Sora sometime in 2024, and that's going to conclude all the amiibo for the Smash series. Then we had a great game. This was rumored to be a thing. I know people were saying that it could be F-Zero GX, which the only issue I have with F-Zero GX is that it doesn't have a death race, and I would have loved to have like a death race F-Zero 99 type game with like, or even just a remake of F-Zero GX with Death Race online or something. But this is cool. I played this last night. I was I was really trying to actually get this video done, and I was actually sidetracked because I was trying to get a win in F-Zero 99. It's a great game. It's available if you're a Nintendo Switch Online member, and I'll see you out there on the track, because man, this is difficult, but it's also kind of stupid fun because it's just absolute chaos. I also don't know how people win because I've never won. The only time I've won is through the tutorial, because they give you 3 tutorial races before you actually get into playing with other people, which is good because you kind of have to learn the mechanics a little bit so you can like make sure you're ready for it, setting different parameters for you to even be able to progress in the game. So I like this game a lot. It's cool. It's available now. Check it out. I'll see you out there on the track. Okay, then we had 2 League of Legends games, Banzel Tale, which comes out in 2024, and Song of Nunu, which comes out on November 1st of this year. And I don't really care about League of Legends, so if you want to know more about them, go watch the trailer. Go watch your favorite League of Legends player talk about these games, because I don't even know what to talk about and what to say. So, moving on. Then we had another WarioWare game called WarioWare Move It. Comes out on November 3rd, 2023. If you're interested in this type of game, it's awesome. I'm not really interested in this game. I've never really been interested in WarioWare games, but I like how they keep pushing the envelope, making things just funny and hilarious with the different forms that you can take while playing this game. So there you go. If you want to play that, it will be available soon. Then we had Euden Chronicles 100 Heroes by 505 Games. This game is supposed to come out this year. It got delayed till next year. It comes out on April 23rd, 2024. It's a nice 2.5D style game. Don't really know much about it. It could be really good. If you want to pick it up, go for it, because I mean there's shark people in it. Why not? And it's just cool how like they move around the environments, and it's like it looks like it's almost 3D in a way, but like you're 2D running around in it. I think that's cool, and I like that. I like that style. But the games have really gotta like sell me for me to even like want to get it. But if you're looking forward to it, it's coming next year. Then we have something about Eastward. It's like an expansion DLC thing. Never played Eastward. I don't even remember like what it's even about, so I'm just gonna skip over this now. But I will tell you when it comes out, which it comes out this holiday. And you can also play the DLC if you've not even touched the main game, which, I mean, if that's your thing, go for it. Then we have these games, Wargroove 2 and Dave the Diver, and I mean at this point I'm losing interest, so it's not my type of game. I just don't know what to say. I don't get it. So then we had the final wave of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass, Wave 6. It comes out this holiday. We're getting Daisy Circuit from the Wii. We're getting Diddy Kong from Double Dash. Love Double Dash. Double Dash was great. Going back to it sucks though. We have Funky Kong, we also have Pauline, and we have Peachette. Really cool. Can't wait to finally finish this game for good. That's why I haven't really even touched the last wave, because usually I make videos on the waves when they come out, but I never did for the last wave because I just didn't have that drive to play it. But look forward to this if you own it separately or through the subscription service of Switch Online. Then it is coming this holiday. And then apparently people still play Among Us, and they're getting a new map. So yeah, I remember it being super popular for like a month, and then it just dropping off the face of the earth. So the fact that they're still supporting this game with a free map, it's okay. This map comes out next month in October. Then we had a game that I never thought Nintendo would remake, but considering the success of Paper Mario and the Origami King and all the clamor online about wanting a Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door, it's not surprising that we're getting it sometime next year. And it kind of really cements for us that the Switch is on its way out. We're getting the next Nintendo system next year, and for us to have all these classic RPGs that are fan favorite stuff and remakes of great games that people love, it's just very telling that like Nintendo's saving all their heavy hitters like Metroid Prime 4, a new 3D Mario, anything Zelda related. I mean, we already got something Zelda this year, so I never expected anything Zelda for this. But if we do get something Zelda, it'll be next year. If we do get something Kirby, it'll be next year. If we get anything else that like is a major thing on Nintendo's list, it'll be next year. Which brings me to the point of the reason why I think they're also doing this too is because, hey, we're tapping into a new fan base. People who watched the movie, enjoyed the movie, who probably never owned a Switch before, even though, I mean, that's kind of far-fetched to think, but there could be somebody out there who's never got a Switch before. So them remastering classic games that people are like, oh, I haven't had a Nintendo in years, and oh, well, let me buy a Switch because that movie was awesome and it really like was perfect. Then it's like, okay, well, remaster a game that you grew up with or something and like cherished and adored. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it definitely makes sense that the Switch is on its last legs. But I've never actually played it. Like, I may have played this a little bit. I remember playing this because, I mean, when this game came out, I was in elementary school. I don't forget what grade. But the fact is that, like, it's a great game. I've never finished it. I'm interested in it because I like RPGs. So I will definitely pick it up. I also heard that, like, the game's not that difficult, which is, like, a drawback. But I like the style. I look forward to it. Let me know down below what you guys think of this Nintendo Direct. I mean, it definitely wasn't fantastic. It definitely didn't suck. There was a lot of games here, but let's be honest, like the hype is definitely not there, especially because we know what's coming out in October and November already. So unless they were gonna announce some like sleeper title for December, I wasn't expecting anything like substantial. So I'm kind of satisfied with what we got, especially because my excitement and hope and dreams don't really matter in the reality of the situation. But let me know down below what you guys think of it, and make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you haven't, if you're new here, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.